Hello, good morning. How's everybody doing? Okay, making so I can see the things. Hello, Miss Jen. Hello, Olivia. Oh, who else do we have in here? Just checking out the chat. Jen, Danielle, Ruth, Jen again, Jen again, Jen again. How is everybody doing? And Miss Olivia's here as well. Welcome, welcome. I know that I'm trying to get actually started on time. It doesn't always work. But anyway, if you are new here, I am Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. We would love for you to say hello in the chatty chat. Just know that the chat may take over the live stream. That's why I've got a caution tape going across the screen, because they do crazy things in the chat, and sometimes it shows up on, a lot of times it shows up on the screen. So, like all these hearts from Miss Jen, right? Hey, Miss Deb.
Subscribe to your channel for 14 months.
Is it Jen? Jen subbed over on Twitch to let the shenanigans continue. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She just resubscribed for 14 months over there. Thank you so much for your support, honey. I appreciate it. Deb Ziegler is here. Hello. Alyssa, Miss Alyssa, which is Beachcomber Noni, is in the house as well. And Alyssa has a YouTube channel, so let me give her a quick shout out. And hoping it does. It popped up with the Twitch one. And I don't know if it's, I don't know. I probably need to use that just for Twitch side. I don't know if you have a Twitch one. Hello, Miss Karen. Welcome in. Many of you guys I saw yesterday. We did a special session yesterday for our Spark membership. So we created, confetti flinger cards. We didn't actually make them all nice and pretty. We were basically just working on the guts, and I did 4 of them. Yeah. So we did these without a die. So these are confetti flinger cards with no die. Ignore the man in the background. Am I on Twitch? I should be. Did it not start on That is weird. It should have been. It said live, and it looks like it cut off. So I don't know what happened there. So I am trying it again. So thank you for letting me know. So it looks like it turned on and turned off. So I do apologize for you guys that are over on the Twitch side. It should have been there. Anyway, I had made this one as a sample. Nice, cute little card. But the magic is the part on the inside, which, when you load it up, it will fling confetti onto whoever it was. So I made 4 more. So all I need for those is something to go over the front. So if you have, if you are a Spark member, the replay for yesterday's Zoom is up. I'm talking over all the things. Anyway, the replay is up. You should have access to that now to be able to see what we were doing yesterday. I did it 4 times. So if you were watching through, you don't actually have to pause and replay the things. You can just watch from beginning to end, and you should be able to catch all the steps. It's not really all that difficult, but if you haven't folded it before, if you haven't done one before, sometimes doing special folds is a little tricky until you practice a little bit. Okay. So I'm assuming Twitch is going good again because I have it back on. I don't know why it shut off, but anyway. Hello, Miss Stephanie. She is watching from North Carolina. Hello. I also have some sinus issues today. We moved some stuff into the attic this morning, which of course made me get dust on me and sneezing my head off. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. What we're going to do today, though, we're going to take a look. I'm thinking this is too loud. The music is just... I'm turning it down a little bit. Okay. There are a couple of new collections over on Hero Arts. So, you know, Hero Arts and Spellbinders are kind of linked. I don't really understand how they're put together. I thought it was where Hero Arts was bought by Spellbinders, but they're still basically under the 2 separate... Yes, Stephanie. No to attic dust. Absolutely. And fiberglass insulation dust, because that's what we put up there. Anyway, we have a couple of new collections on the Hero Arts website, so you can find them over there. Stephanie says, hello, Todd Meow. Yeah, he is eating his lunch. Let me go ahead and, assuming I can find the buttons. This thing is still not wanting to do what I tell it to do, but that's okay. We will work through it, right? So let me go ahead and show you the Hero Arts page. And you probably already saw at least the snapshots that I put in the email this morning. I didn't get it out until today. So we have 2 new collections. First, we have June. This June collection, which is the fresh flowers. I'm going to open that one up. And it's got a lot of lovely things to make some really pretty flower cards. We've got a die, we've got a stencil, we've got stamps, all the things, sentiments. The sentiments I am loving. I have been actually using those on quite a few cards already. And then we've got something that is super cute, super cute, and that is the Coney Club. So the Coney Club we've got stamps and dies for these cute little wiener dogs. Yes. So we've got a couple wiener dogs. We've got a hot dog. We've got a dog in a hot dog bun. So cute. We've got a ketchup bottle. We've got Shelly, welcome. That part's not working.
Shelly rated your channel with 16 viewers.
Oh my goodness, Shelly, thank you. That's why it didn't pop up with the, well, I don't know why it didn't do the confetti thing. I have to fix that. I need to check the raid command. So I need to test that. Okay. Anyway, welcome in. So thank you guys. If you are new here, let me switch it back to my face real quick. Hello, I'm Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. You guys that are on the Twitch side, you understand that there is usually chaos on Twitch live streams, but we do have a lot of fun here. You guys, thank you, Miss Jen. Jen just added something to my into my Notion database to remind me to check the raid command. So thank you so much. We have our little moat wall going on. We have our little guy going down into the pool. We have Santa. Yeah, it looks like they have just decided to go crazy. Hello, Miss Aranita Connie. Welcome in. So again, welcome on in, and yeah, chaos ensues as soon as y'all come in here with me, and I don't mind. I love y'all to bits. I do. I love y'all to bits. So Mickey has been naughty. Is that right? Mickey's been naughty. Jen has been nice. Let me give Miss Mickey her call after we find out. Ooh. We have another person that's been naughty. I need to give Shelly a shout out real quick. Assuming I can find the button to do it. There we go. Here's a shout out. So be sure to go ahead and give her a follow as well. Looks like she said that she was doing some crocheting today. We did showcase and crochet, and she said we saw you had hero art stuff. It's stamps and dies, and yeah, we were just looking at them over on the Hero Arts website. So I'm going to go ahead and get back over to that after I start my music back. There we go. There we go. We have a little bit of background music because I like it. Okay, so here we have over on the Hero Arts website. The first one I was showing was the Fresh Flowers collection. We have stamps. I did not get those two. I got this one, stamps and dies for the sentiments. We've got a cover frame, a cover plate die that does a floral frame around it with flowers in the middle. We have stamps and die. We have dies that say thanks. I don't know if I have the dies for that. I thought I did, but I couldn't find them in my stuff. We have stamps for these, which are kind of fun. There's organic shapes. And I have a stencil to make, yeah, basically the stencil mirrors the cover plate die. So all of that is for the Fresh Flowers collection. You can get some or all. It depends on what you're interested in. Shelly looks like she is interested in the stamps. So that would be this one. And where's my other one? There's another one that have flowers. I've got it here somewhere. I will see what I find. This one is the dies, but I know I have flowers. I don't know. We will see. We will see. We'll look at it when I pull it out on my desk, okay? And Terry Cooper wants to know, did I get the Wiener set? Yes, I did get Coney Club. So this one has this, first we've got this, let me see if I can make it bigger. I guess I got to go back to the main thing. Goodness gracious. Coney Clubs, shop now. Hey, Miss D. So we have the stamp. I don't want to do it that way. I want to do like this so that I can open up individual. There we go. We have the stamp and die, hot dog stamp and cut. And it has cute little doggy, has a doggy and a wiener. Hot dog. We've got just the plain hot dogs. We've got all the things. This is going to be so fun. And I didn't even notice the sweater. We have a sweater we can put on our dachshund. Is that fun or what? So thank you for feeding Caddy in the pet cafe. Thank you guys. I've got this die set, which makes a fun hot dog with a little, yeah. There's another die that is just for the ketchup bottle, so I have that one. Did I get the stamp and die? I don't remember if I got that one. We also have a stencil that makes the background, the picnic background. So this is going to be a lot of fun. So I've got both of those collections sitting here on my desk so I can show them to you. It's delicious. Yeah, it looks like I did not get stamps to go with Sweet Blooms, but that's okay. I do have the dice for that. So let's go ahead and get back over to my desk. So first off, this is also something that I took to Texas with me when I went, thinking it was part of last month's, and it wasn't. It's this month, so it's like, okay, I had to stop because I was going to pull, I almost pulled this out. So we have our stamps and die. We have our sentiments. This is called Perfect Pairs. Really great sentiments for basically all of your cards. We have a dad joke. Why did the banana go to the doctor? It wasn't peeling well. Thank you, Danielle. Okay, thanks, friend. Hello. Birthday, happy, sweet, mondo, and congrats. We've got some big sentiments, and then we've got our sub-sentiments. You're the best for everything, like thanks for everything. You got this. Happy birthday. I'm here for you, for all you do, so thanks for all you do. You're so kind. You did it. You've been on my mind. I'm so proud of you. Sending you sunshine. I really miss you. You're amazing. Wonderful, wonderful sentiments, okay? Then we got this one that is organic shapes, and it's kind of got, this one is one where you can make whatever kind of design paper you want. This is not something that I use a lot. Okay, just saying, this is not kind of the style that you've seen me do, but I do want to play with this some, and I think this is going to be something that's going to be fun for me to use in my art journal so that I can practice and kind of have fun with it. Then we have Sweet Bloom, so we have the big thanks, and again, you can say thanks, you're the best, thanks for everything, thanks, I'm here for you, thanks for all you do. You could use a lot of the sub-sentiments with this, okay? Thanks, Alyssa. Okay, so we've got that, and then we've got these big flowers, so those are going to be fun. I already did I showed that already. This one is the cover plate I was talking about, and like I said, I did start on a card while I was in Texas thinking this was something that was available last month, and it wasn't. I did not use this part, but what I did is I used the stencil. Thanks for the beds. Hello, Miss Yvonne. Welcome, welcome, honey. How are you doing? Welcome in. So, yeah. Oh, I have a thing that's not working. That's normal, right? I know why. I need to Make that big in, reveal that page, make it smaller again, and there. Now it should show up on my thing. There we go. I have a combined chat on my screen that it needed to show, and it wasn't showing. So yeah, I had to fix that so I could see the things. Okay, so this one is the floral frame layering stencil, and it matches the die. So I've got this. I could use the die to cut it out. Okay. I have a feeling my paper is probably not the right size, but yeah, this turned out really, really pretty, and you could just use it as that, or you could use parts of it. You know, you don't have to you never have to stencil the entire image. You don't have to use it the way it's designed. You can shift things around and do whatever you want with it. Okay, but there's also additional flowers, so you can cut out additional ones. So that is everything in the Fresh Flowers collection. Move that to the side. This one is our Coney Club. And yes, as soon as I saw the pictures of it, see what happens is I get an email and they say, do you want to play with this? And I say, oh my God, I can't say no. So first we've got stencil. This one, it's basically just lines. So this is going to make our tablecloth. What? Replying to Terry Cooper. Oh. So these are what Terry Cooper put up, and Jen just said, lol, 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 lol. Yeah, okay. It's like, what is all this of? It puts the text of all the emotes. I need to change that probably. I think I can change it. I don't know. Anyway, this first one is a stencil that's going to just make it so that we can make that nice plaid tablecloth or blanket, whatever you want to do for having basically a picnic or to cover your tables when you're out, you know, having a barbecue. Then we've got our ketchup bottle, and it has 3 sentiments. It has thanks, love you, and hot dog. It took me a minute to read that one. That one says hot dog and they're curved. I think that is really cute. Then we have our hot dog set. So this is like if you're at a baseball game and you get the hot dog in the little tray. So we've got the little tray here. We've got our hot dog. We've got grill lines for the hot dog. Yes. We've got sauerkraut. We've got other pieces that I don't know what it is. And we've got ketchup and mustard. So I think that is fun. Then, oh, I did get the sentiments. Yay. Then I've got these sentiments. We condiment each other. Have a wonderful day. This is so punny. I love the punny. Frankly, you're great. Let's catch up soon. You're one of a kind. I must admit. Did you get that one, hun? I must admit. Do you know what that means? No, it means I must admit. It's mustard mitt. He's doing face palm, or he's about to. He's doing this. He's looking at his hand. What?
Do not have mustard on my mitt.
He says I do not have mustard on my mitt. But I mustard mitt. You're the best. You're top dog. You're wienerful. Better together. Okay, I can already feel my face turning red just from laughing at these. It's your birthday. You're the bun for me. Franks for being a friend. Franks a lot. Many Franks. Sup, dog. You did it, and we make a great pair. So fun. But this is the part I think I love the best. We've got our little wiener dogs. Does anybody like wiener dogs? I've never had one. My aunt did when I was growing up. My neighbor across the street has one. I think they're friggin' adorable. I don't know if they're high maintenance or not, but I've never had one. I think it's just, they are just so cute. And I don't know why I've never had one of those. Anyway, we've got 3 little doggies. This one isn't wearing anything. This one's just regular. This one's wearing a hot dog bun. And this one, I think the sweater, I don't know which one the sweater fits. It might fit both of them. Anyway, I think it probably fits this one. Anyway, hot dog, it's your birthday. Hot diggity dog. Hope your birthday is a wiener. Franks so much. Live long. Oh, wait, did they do? Okay. Live long and wag on. I was thinking that there was something written underneath, but that is actually the Hero Arts labeling on, I'm hoping they didn't put it on the stamp. And then we've got a happy birthday. We've also got a little hat to go on our doggies and a balloon. So this is just so friggin' cute. So, question of the day is, what do you guys want to see me play with today?
It's delicious, Auntie.
I kind of have an idea, but I want to know what y'all think. So I need to hear your thoughts. And I'm going to get some paper. Upcycle Shelly says she wants the wiener dog. Terry wants the wiener dog. Jen wants the wiener dog. I think everybody wants the wiener dog. It is so friggin' cute. I know, right? Okay, do I have any? This is heavyweight cardstock here. So that's good for card bases. Do I have? Stephanie says wiener dog. Shelly says wiener chicken dinner. Is it chicken dinner instead of dinner? It's like winner chicken dinner, so it's wiener chicken dinner. I think I do have some regular weight cardstock in here. I like to use my heavyweight cardstock for card bases and sometimes for die cuts. But for doing stamping and such, I usually just use my Nina Solar White. So we've got a couple of things to make. I might do this on the heavyweight too. This is the, I think I'm going to use this for the background. I kind of want to, I haven't done these yet. I haven't used any of this stuff yet. You guys know how it is. I get busy and then I don't have time to do all the things. So it winds up being you guys getting to see me do all the things. So let me cut my Nina down into some A2 sizes. So I just cut it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then of course I trim it after that. You guys know it. I don't understand Jen with the doggies. Okay, there is an ad break over on the Twitch side in 1 minute. You can get out of it by subscribing to my channel. Just letting you know. And if you haven't used your Amazon Prime sub somewhere, use it somewhere. You're losing money because, yeah, if Jeff Bezos is going to give us a free sub every month, you need to use it somewhere, whether it's my channel or somebody else's. Okay, let's go ahead. I like using my Glassboard Studio mini mat. I've got 2 Glassboard mats, by the way, this big one and then this little one. I like using my small one because if I do anything messy, I can move it out of the way. This one's probably not going to be messy. I don't plan. Yeah, I don't plan anyway. I don't plan on using any pastes on here, but you never know. And this is basically just going to create some stripes. One thing I have noticed when I'm using the Hero Arts stencils, because you guys know I get stencils from Hero Arts, I get stencils from Spellbinders, I get stencils from Simon Hurley and Scrappy Tales, you know, a bunch of different companies. The ones from Hero Arts have got these little, all of them have the registration marks on there. So that makes it easier to line up if you're doing it on a big piece of cardstock. I don't typically do that, but it is something for you to use. Okay, so Shelly says she is lurking and away from keyboard. That is perfect, and that is not a problem. Do I want to do it? I'm going to do it straight. And I think I just want to do some red. We're going to do a red. Let's try not dropping everything on the floor. I already dropped my brush. I'm going to be using my Simon Hurley, my mini Simon Hurley brush here. And starting off with some Love Bomb. I did try refilling some of my ink pads yesterday, so hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Jen says, yeah, swimming with the quackers. So it looks like she made it into the pool and she's got a little rubber ducky there. Which I need to bring out the rubber ducks again. This might actually work better with a pen, you know? Am I getting anything through these? These are such small lines. Yeah, it's going through. I'm going to tape the other side too, because otherwise it's probably not going to work. These are such small lines. You could make your own lined paper. Like if you want to use it in your, I'm going to use a smaller brush actually. If you want to use these in your art journal, you could just draw a line right through there. And the reason I'm doing it with this one on this one is because I already started, but I've got some new pens that I could try using it with. Wonder how it'll do with the bigger brush. Yeah, it's not going into those holes. Kelly said I just got my squeeze the bottle die. Yay! So welcome in, Kelly. Yeah, these are, it's not wanting to go into those. I think this stencil is probably going to be best for using, well, maybe I can use, I've got another couple of teeny brushes. These that I got off of Amazon. Okay, these are working better. Because I need to focus the color right there into those little lines. So yeah, you do need to use a small brush if you're going to with this one. The big one doesn't really do anything. But this I think is going to work great for just using with a pen. So if you've got colored markers, colored pens, I'm thinking gel pen on black would probably be really cool too. How about those pens that I haven't gotten yet from Ranger that Elizabeth Costa Rogers has shown us a couple of times? Those would be fabulous on some black cardstock. Teeny wiener brushes. Debbie has teeny wiener brushes. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm just trying to pick up some of that extra ink that I put down because that was the only way to do it. Okay, now I'm going to take a paper towel and clean off the top. So I started off with some Love Balm. And the other stencil is basically the same, but a little bit off. So you could put like double. Cannot remember the name of they are in the Zen area. I can look it up. This is one of the ones that I just refilled. So it's got a lot of ink on there. Okay, the brushes, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm multitasking. Well, Terry Cooper says, well, she's making wiener dogs. Gotta have teeny wiener brushes. Yeah, teeny weeny brushes. I'm looking for them. They're from Pentel. I do remember that. Okay, I'm going to go back up to the beginning page and see if it decides to load for me. It wasn't wanting to load the photos. Okay, it's got to be those. Where's it at? That didn't show me. That's what I get for multitasking. Matte Hop. They're called Matte Hop. And I will show you those in a second too. Let me get the right one. That's the one. So these pens are amazing. I did see them in person at Creativation, and I was just amazed at them. It's basically you can write onto some dark cardstock, and they are going to Freedom. Hey, Ed. They wind up getting brighter as time goes on. I think it is just so cool. Hey, Freedom. Welcome in, honey. She named them Ricky, Lucy, and Ethel. I know I can do that. I've done that before, but it's like you want me to do all the techniques at the same time, and I don't do that, Ruth. It's like a thing. Anyway, this is a really, really fun marker pen set. And when you put the ink down to begin with, when you write on it, it's like you're writing into some black cardstock or black paper. It doesn't look like hardly anything. And then you give it a minute, and it just looks absolutely fabulous. It just winds up brightening up so much. And this is something I definitely need for, oh gosh, my sinuses. Anyway, I definitely need them for Halloween. So I definitely need this set. So I have to get those. Since Ruth is saying it, no, I'm not going to take my paper out from underneath it. I'm just not going to do it, but I will spritz it. Add a little water on there. Put another one on top. Pick up some of that ink. It'll still do lines, but it should be kind of messy. These are kind of backgrounds that I like for, mostly for like if I'm doing, a lot of times it's for Halloween or to add something else over the top. Alyssa says she used to have wiener dogs. Okay, so now we've got 2 lines, and I'm going to turn it just so that I can continue going back and forth. I'm going to put the stencil down again. We're going to do some stripes this way. Should I do same colors or should I do different colors? So far we have red and orange. I kind of like that bright look. I think is going to be good. So I think I'm going to do some orange again, and then I may come back in with Love Bomb and do another line. You don't have to do all these lines. Like I said, you can do as little or as much as you want. But this is going to kind of give us a cool background to use to have our hot dogs on. Okay, and of course that I look up and I see Stephanie saying different colors, and Alyssa again is watching Crafty Owl while I'm live. She did that 2 days ago. Crafty Owl is doing a 10-year celebration. I think that's because her channel's been around for 10 years. Something like that. I haven't gone on there to check it all out yet. I just haven't had the time. I'll probably be watching some of her replays. Okay, so we've got, now we do have a little bit of a plaid, but I think I want to shift it down a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to do about right there. It's got to look about like plaid. Yeah, right about there, I think. And I think I am going to bring in another color. We're going to bring in some bright yellow shooting star. That probably needs to be re-inked. Nope, it's still got lots of ink on there. I don't know if I re-inked that one lately. I took out some of my inks yesterday to just re-ink a little bit as I got done prior to our Zoom call. And then I didn't use any inks during the Zoom call. All we did yesterday during the Zoom call was make those flingers. Kelly, we had so much fun, and I missed you. I'm picking on her because you know what? She kind of yeah, she kind of got one of mine. I think you were the one that won it last year, and yeah. And then you made one, and yeah, so she's made a confetti flinger card before too. But yeah, it was really, really fun. Okay, one more yellow stripe should be good. So our background is going to be plaid. Yeah, I made the guts. Yeah, yay, Debbie, we made guts. Hee hee. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. And I actually went through it 4 times. So that hopefully that gives enough. There we go. Here's our plaid background. Okay, Stephanie says, I'm so upset that I missed it, but my doctor's appointment lasted longer than expected. That is fine, honey. We did have, I do have the replay up, so it is available. And that's going to be up for at least 60 days for non-syndicate members. So if you are a free member on Spark, you are going to have access to it. I'm going to go ahead and pick up whatever's left and put that on the same one, but I'm going to turn it. So it's going to go the opposite direction. Yeah, this way. We're going to see how that looks. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit of a plaid look, even though it is a little washed out because of being second generation. You can see a little bit. And I'll put it down there to dry. And then we can wipe this one off. Kelly's trying to make exploding box cards. That's something I have not done yet, and I need to do that too at some point. I do think that they're fun. But the thing is, if it doesn't fold flat, I don't think that those really fold flat. If it doesn't fold flat, then I'm probably not going to send it out. Oh, Ruth says, I need to edit my clip, but I made the guts too. Fabulous. So what I have asked for the folks that were in the session yesterday to do is, of course, post their pictures. We do have a form for that. But if they're able to record a video of the confetti popping out of their mechanism, I'd love to have that one on the stream showcase so we can show those off this week. So hopefully we're going to have some video of that this next week. And yes, Terry Cooper, we're talking about the guts of the mechanism from where we made confetti flingers yesterday. And I need to clean this. I have some paste down. You can't see it, but I can see it. And this is what we're talking about. So here is one of my confetti flingers. This one I actually did in blue cardstock on the inside. So there's nothing on the front yet. But this is the flinger. If you fill it up with confetti and then you open it up, it's going to do this. So it basically goes, and it will fling confetti all over the person that you're giving it to. So fun. And we've kind of decided that, yeah, Todd and I have kind of decided we're going to do that to his parents. I have to make a couple of cards for Father's Day and then for my father-in-law's birthday, because those are both coming up real quick, so I need to do that. It's going to be so fun. Okay, we're going to play with the wiener dogs, because I think that's what y'all want. Y'all want these guys, right? So let me get out my Misty. Oh, Terry says that there is a picture in the pet section. I wonder if it's Apollo. Apollo hangs out in the pet section. Doesn't mean that's who it is this time. So I'm pulling up my Discord. Multitask, multitask, multitask. Mouse wanted to know a couple of days ago, and I do apologize, I just saw your message, says what is the size of the card for the confetti card. So we were doing A2 size cards, but you could also modify it to work. But you do need a top fold card base. I would say A2 or larger from what we did yesterday. And I need to be in the chat so that if Ronan pops in, let me look in the pets area. Aw. It's her niece and her niece's wiener dog. Those are so cute. Wiener dogs, more than one. Jen says, hubby likes the card idea for his mom, so he's picking up rubber bands. You do need rubber bands for the confetti flinger. That is so fun. Yay. Let me see what else people said in here. So under announcements, it's probably got me showing live, and that's what it is. Coupons. Okay, so Jen posted a coupon thing on Ulta New, $15 off shipping to Canada and the UK for orders over $99. So if you are wanting to get some stuff from Ulta New does have some cool things. I don't have a lot of their stuff, but they do have some cool things. If you're wanting to, if you live in Canada or the UK and want free shipping or $15 off shipping, go ahead and do that. So thank you for posting that in the coupons area. Oh, did I say Jen and not Ruth? I thought I said Ruth. Words. And Idolide has posted her picture of her confetti card, and Mouse did too, and Alyssa did too. So pictures are showing up, but we don't have any video yet. So that's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. So we're going to have a fun one this next time. Let me put the piece of cardstock down. This is another one of my lightweight Nina Solar White. And I just get the Nina off of Amazon. Ruth, not me. Yeah. See, Ruth and Jen are both kind of interchangeable because they are the biggest pains in my patootie on this channel. They are the Chaos well, they're not the Chaos. The Chaos Gremlin is Ronan, but they run a close. Now, I think they actually pass him up. He's not really that much of a. He's really not that much a chaos. He just makes it fun. Okay, yeah, this is going to be so fun. So I don't know which doggy I want to do. So I'm just going to do some doggies. There's one in the bun. And you can, if you want, you could always you could stamp them on the background and mask and all the things. I'm going to do die cutting and pop them up. I know, right? She says, Stephanie says, do them all. So yeah, I kind of do have to stamp out all the things. Doesn't mean they're all going to go on the same card, but I am going to make additional cards. So maybe not on camera, but I am going to make some additional cards. I'm going to do the sweater too. Actually, I could do this. Is there a die for the sweater? There is a die for the sweater. So since I don't know which dog it actually fits on, I'm going to just do the die on the, I'm going to cut it out. Is video buffering? Mine is not buffering. I don't know. The thing is weird. We have a little party hat. We have balloons. So I'm basically going to do all of the images, color some of it up, put it on a card, and then I'll have extras for another card for later. So I may do some coloring of doggies this weekend. That'd be fun. Stay. Okay. Let's pick all of these up with my Misty. And since I'm probably going to color these using Simon Hurley inks because I can. I'm going to use my Hero Arts dye ink that I don't use very often to stamp them out. Another option, and I may do that depending on how it looks after I get done with the coloring. Another option is to stamp with a wet sticky ink and emboss over it. So I might do that too. I went through some of my older stamp pads and found that this one, I threw out one because it basically had zero ink. You can post that in the stream showcase as well. There is a size piece on there, so it does need to be a small enough file size to go on there. But yeah, you can post that in the stream showcase and we can show it off. And if that does not work, let me know. I think I've got a hair. Let me grab this. I think there's... Nope. It looked like a strand. Jen and I are first and second into command. Okay, I have to put this up. So Jen is saying, Anticutie, Jen, over on Twitch, replying to Terry Cooper, Ronan is the Chaos Gremlin King. Ruth and Jen are first and second in command, and I'm the lonely jester. Jesters are necessary. Avenger Fox says, I need this stamp set. Absolutely. Did I add the... I don't know if I did. I don't remember if I added the links in the chat. I think I did. No, I didn't. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. Give me a second. You guys don't have any affiliate links to get this, and I know you're excited about them. That was one of the things I was going to do yesterday, and then I didn't do it. I am so bad. I am so bad. So today is the 12th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ones for the collections and pop that in there. Add to start. Coney Club. So it's going to pull up, basically the links that are going to be in there at this point are going to, at the top of the supply list, are going to be the ones for the Coney Club, which is all the hot dog stuff, and the one for the fresh flowers, which is all the flower stuff.
It's delicious, Auntie.
And I'm putting that at the beginning of the list on in the link deli, and then I'll put that on the YouTube thing. Let's see if it went. There we go. Okay, and then I will update everything as I go along. But I want to give you at this part at least to start. You may need to, if you're interested in the products, you will need to refresh your screen if you're watching live. It is 1:52 p.m. right now on the 12th of June, 2026. If you're watching replay, then it should already be there for you. One more paste and it should be good. There we go. Okay, so those links are now in the description on YouTube. So hopefully that helps. And somebody did something. I don't know. I think it was, yeah, Jen did something. I knew Jen would do something. Jen does that. Okay, these are also brand new stamps. I really... Oh, 12:52. Did I say 1:52? That's okay. It's 12:52 p.m. Eastern. It's right before 1 o'clock. I really need to start conditioning my stamps before I use them. You saw how that stuck, right? So put everything right back into the corner. That's how you make sure that it's lined up. And stamping it down one more time. That looks better. It also means that as long as I do not cut anything, as long as everything's the same size, if I decide to go back after the fact and do the heat embossing thing, which I think I might do, I haven't done that in a while, haven't shown that option, that it's going to be really easy. I'm going to also put acetate down to protect my sticky mat. And one reason why I wanted to use... Oh, wait a minute. This is dye ink. I should have used my other ink. This is actually... Since this is dye ink, using water with it makes it smear. So if I tried to use my Simon Hurley inks to color, it's going to make it smear, which means I need to use my markers instead. If you're using a dye-based, water-based ink... You need to color with an alcohol base or something like that. You do not want to mix water with water. So what colors do I have that I want to use? That looks like it's probably good for darker. I am going to double check all of these. I always swatch them out to make sure that the colors are what I expect them to be, because most markers do not match the lids. So that I think will work for our regular dogs. So I've got to put on my glasses so I can read these because I can't. Chestnut brown and potato brown. And then for our buns, I kind of want that to be a little bit lighter than that even. This one's a yellowish brown, so that might go well with the potato brown. Yeah, this will be good for our hot dog bun. Trying to move it a little bit further out of the way. And I think I'm pretty close. I think that's good. So right now I'm just doing the bun, and then I'll come back in and do the actual hot dog. Drop, 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 drop. Lol is just a fact. Santa is not a reliable alibi. That is true.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
How refreshing. Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
Okay, so we have a hot dog. Just needs our ketchup, mustard, or ketchup or mustard, and the actual hot dog done. Now I'm going to work on my little puppy here. I like doing a swirling motion where I'm blending the colors. I just find that putting that extra ink down helps. If you're having problems with your inks not really blending the way that you like,
Thanks, Mouse, for
adding more ink helps. But just remember, the more ink, the darker the shade is probably going to be. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then this is going to be our dark. That's that dark, dark one. So I'm going to just use a touch of this where there should be shadows at the moment. And then I'm going to come back in with my medium brown. This one is the potato brown. And pull some of that color out. You notice that that is actually darker than the potato brown that was along the edges because it is pulling some of the chestnut down. So that's for the feet. I think I'm going to actually add some yellowish brown for our little face. Have it a little bit lighter. And I'll come back in with the darker pieces and then that medium brown. Oh, that's not the right one. It needs to be this one.
Get your hot dog there.
He just threw hot dogs at me. What?
Alrighty then.
Todd says, alrighty then. Okay, and then I'll bring this one back into the center to kind of lighten it up a little bit for the face. But I do feel like I used a bit too much of that dark around the edges. It's okay. Let's see if I can blend a little bit more of that one out. It's still a cute doggy. Also, I'm cleaning up the edge a little bit because I did go over it. Sometimes this will act as a almost like an eraser, but not quite. It pushes some of the darker color away when you use enough of a lighter. That's the way that the colorless blender actually works. But you can just use a lighter shade too instead of just the colorless blender. Yeah, you could do that, but yeah, I'm not going to forget the tail. Thing is, I don't want that to be white, and I don't want to take too much away from this color. So now that looks, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, let's get a little bit more of that dark bit. And I'm going to come in with the lightest one, and we're going to see. And then I'll take this one, the medium one, in and kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think I used way too much of the dark. Even though I didn't use a lot of it, it's kind of taken over. I'm going to let that sit for a bit. I'm not 100% decided on that one. Not 100% decided. He's still cute, but I think I may have used too much ink on that. I think this dark is just too dark for what I wanted. So I do have another idea with that, so we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and color up another one of our doggies. I'm going to use this medium brown. I think I'm going to just use it over the whole thing. This one again is Potato. Does this tell you I do not practice much with my markers, and I should?
Ah, refreshing. Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
Now when I'm using my, hey Idoline, how you doing, honey? So when I'm using dyes, I can talk while doing that. I'm not good at talking while I'm doing coloring, probably because I haven't practiced quite enough. Although stamps and markers were the first things I did when I first started making cards. Those were the things I did the most to begin with. But I am a bit out of practice. Okay, I'm going to use the bullet nib and add just a touch. Hopefully this won't be too much. Because on there, I do feel like I use a little too much of the dark. Okay, and then we're going to pull it out with the medium. And then I'm going to use the light to kind of lighten it up a bit in the center of the face, so that the medium will make it a little bit darker around the edges. Hopefully. I want his face to be rounded. Why is this not working? Oh, it is. It's just very close on shades is all. Okay, so there's our second puppy. Jen is again swimming with the quackers. Okay, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say that it's good enough. I'm not sure. I really like that one, but I don't like the way I colored him, so I may have to cut. I may have to do another one. Okay, starting off, let's see. I'm going to do some of the lighter in the middle. Yeah, I'm making my hot dog a little bit, my wiener dog a little bit lighter. It's okay. I didn't actually need to do any of that. That's all right. Oh, Stephanie says all the wieners look great. Sometimes I think I just overblend, and that's probably what my problem was with all these doggies. It's okay. They're still going to be cute. Todd?
You know what I'm thinking.
Hush. Yes, I'm telling my husband to hush. Though, if you didn't know, they're also called Frankenfurters or Frankfurters. Frank might not be considered a pun. Well, I always think of Frankenfurter when I think of Frankfurters. Frankfurters are hot dogs, yes. Well, that's why they call them Franks. So it is kind of punny. So the dogs are called Frankfurters. I think that they're probably called Frankfurters because of the hot dogs, or the hot dogs are called Frankfurters because of the... Yeah, one or the other. Teckles. Adelaide says we've had rain for 3 days too. So I've never heard of a dog called a teckle. So are you talking about the hot dogs being called teckles, or the puppies? Okay, this one I don't feel that I over blended. In German, they are called Dackel. I believe that. That sounds a bit like Dachshund, so I'm thinking that's probably it. English is basically a form of, I think it's came from German, so they are similar. Okay, the Teckle is a breed of dog also known as a Dachshund, originally bred in Germany for hunting badgers and other burrowing animals. That makes sense too. And the old German for them is Teckle. Cool. Okay, so we have our little doggies done. Let me finish the hot dog parts and put the marker lids on the correct markers. That one was not right. This one goes on this one. These, yes. This one is the medium. Okay, so I'm going to use this, I think, for the dark part of my ketchup. And no, this is not all of my markers. I've got another big thing over there. It's like a 300 and something set. La 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 la. This one is supposed to be deep red. I kind of need a burnt orange-ish color for the wieners themselves. Maybe a combination with coral? Yeah. Marker lids on correct markers. Looks at them. Nope, that's not right. Exactly. Okay, so that one's a coral. And maybe mixed with some of the potato brown, I think would be. That one's actually too dark. Let's try the yellowish brown. That actually looks about the color of Oscar Mayer. Yes, I did. I lied. We're going to be checking those out on Tuesday, but I am going to be keep going back on there and looking a lot. Also, make sure that all the photos go into, use the form on the website so that they go into my Notion database so I can update the, I forgot what we call it, but we've got an area on the Spark website that I'm going to be holding all of the pictures from our different syndicate lockdown challenges. So we've already got 2 months of stuff in there. So, I mean, not a lot of people entered yet. That's the thing. So if you want to put something in there, I would so appreciate it. Actually, if I do this one as ketchup, then I don't have to worry too much about the edges. You're not going to look enough to notice. Okay. But if we do that one as mustard, then I can't really go over it with the red. Doxy or Dachshunds, very popular. Let me see if I can do a text to speech. I don't know if it's going to be heard by you guys, but you guys will have to let me know whether or not it makes a sound. So tell me if you hear it.
says, Doxy or Doxies, a very popular, affectionate abbreviation used by owners. Sausage dog, the go-to nickname in the British Isles, Australia, and New Zealand. Badger dog, the literal English translation of the German word Dachshund. Teckel or Dackel, the most common names used for the breed in modern Germany. Weene, a common shorthand used in the US.
Okay, awesome. So you got to hear all of that good stuff. Yeah, I'd like to have pictures in both areas. So the Stream Showcase, we show it once a week, and then you can always go back and check it, but it's not put in with all the things that are specifically from our lockdowns. So that's one reason why I have the form that is just for that. I may change things again, but right now I kind of like having it like that. So do we want ketchup or mustard on one of our, let's see, the background. I think I want mustard because we've got a lot of orange and red on our background. And this one is lemon yellow, but it doesn't look quite as bright as I was hoping. Do I need to use some? And I didn't test it because I thought it would be fine. That one looks too green to me. This one is called acid yellow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some fluorescent on our ketchup or mustard bottle. I never use mustard. I'm sorry. I only use ketchup. Todd even uses wasabi. Wasabi mayonnaise on things. Like, I don't know about that. He is sometimes an odd person. Oh, wait a minute. He's always an odd person. And he knows I say that about him, so yeah, it's a thing. So now this is bright enough to look like mustard. Awesome. I love mustard. You can all have the ketchup. It's not my thing. That's what Dee says. Well, I've never really liked spicy. I don't understand. I mean, maybe it's just that I like salty, and that's probably why. But there's a little mustard bottle. That looks pretty good. Stephanie says, I like a little mustard on my hot dogs with sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is kind of cool. Okay, this one is the fluorescent. So this one's going to have brighter yellow mustard. And I think I'm going to put some on this too. It should brighten it up a little bit. That Those still look cute. Are these cute or what? And I put so much ink down through here. You can see there's ink on my desk. I need to clean that up before I make a humongoloid mess. So a little bit of alcohol will clean that up, no problem. There we go. I think I want a red balloon, and I don't know if I'm going to use a sweater. But I am going to do a red balloon. So I'm going to start off with coral red is, I think, the lightest. Let me just do a little swatch here. So that one's coral. And then this one is deep. And then this one is geranium. So the geranium is going to definitely give us our shadows. Stephanie says, too cute.
Adelheid 9698 says, my grandmother had 2 of them, a black one and a 3-colored one. One of them hated me and always tried to bite me. He was awful.
That's not nice. Yeah, I know I have a friend that would bring her Yorkie to runs and expect no one to go over and try to pet it. Because if you went over there to pet her dog, it would snap at you. I think somebody did get bit at one point. I never did understand why she would bring her dog out if the dog's going to bite at people. You know, it doesn't make any kind of sense to me. And then she'd get mad at us because, you know, we messed with her dog. It's like, why did you bring it out? It makes no sense. You should only bring your puppy out if you want people to pet it. I pet pups. I love animals. I absolutely do. I have a neighbor who has a what kind of dog is Storm, Todd? Doberman. Okay, so he's got a Doberman. This is his second one. The other one was named Wilson. This one is named, I remember the dog's name. I don't remember the guy's name, but he's one of my neighbors. This is bad. I mean, it's really bad. I mean, I've lived here for like 20 years and I still don't remember the neighbors' names, but neither does Todd, and he's lived here longer. We know our next door neighbors' names, but not necessarily all the other people. Okay, so now we have a little balloon. I think that turned out cute. So I'm going to make some red stripes on our little party hat. But yeah, Storm will come out, and happy National Red Roses. Oh, is it the text-to-speech alert, talk-to-speech? TTS does stand for talk-to-speech. So if you're trying to use one, that is what it is. What I'm doing is actually something inside my little chat, my chat thing, where I'm able to, you know how I'm able to pop up your messages like this? I didn't know that I could also have it talk. So I'm able to do a text-to-speech.
Tara Cooper says, is the TTS alert talk-to-speech?
So yes, that's what a TTS is. Whenever you see anything that is a TTS, it's where it's going to talk to us. Okay, I think these look pretty good, but especially since this one's kind of got messed up coloring a little bit, where it seeped in, it bled a bit. I think what I'm going to do next is I am going to actually stamp and emboss over them, which also means I'm probably going to heat emboss the sentiments too, because why not? Misty is hiding. There we go. So my Misty is still here, still in place, still got all of my stamps right in the same spot. So I'm going to pop this right down here into the corner. I'm going to try out an ink pad I haven't really used yet. I did do a comparison just from my knowledge to see, because I just got in and I put everything upside down, so hopefully they will stamp better. These are a bunch of archival inks. So I did get in archival black. Where's the black? Actually, it's not an archival. Where's that black ink that I got specifically for heat embossing? Okay, it's not those. So archival ink dries too quick for you to be able to heat emboss. So it's not one of those. Do I not have it in this drawer? There's yellow, there's orange, there's green. I've also got my there we go. Got the Emboss It ink, and then I've got this one that I'm just now trying out. I've only tried it out a couple of times, but look, one of these was embossed with this ink, the pigment ink tie that is called ink pad that's called Black Tie, and the other one was with my VersaFine Clair, and then heat embossed, and it looked great. What? No, I have not seen it yet. Dang it, Simon. Love you, Simon, but I don't have that yet. I have not seen him yet. So now I'm glad I haven't placed my order yet for Ranger. So I'm going to use this ink pad today. This one is the pigment ink from Ranger. I thought it was interesting. It came with a little cover there, just like my my whatchamacallit stays on. Oops. Make sure that if you put plastic down to protect things, you take it off before you put your ink on it. Because, yeah, it just makes a mess. So I guess as soon as we get done here, we're going to be heading over to watch some more Simon, right? I did pop into his live stream a couple of days ago and said hi, and he didn't say anything back, and that's okay. I still love Simon. He's such a sweet person, but he was focused. He was definitely focused. Okay, so the lines are a little bit more bold. So now I'm going to take some clear embossing powder and go over the top. And you can see now everywhere that the embossing powder is now a light gray, right? So let's move this stuff out of the way. I'll clean this in a bit. I'm not worried about it right now. But I do need to go ahead and heat this before any of that powder blows off. I will play that in a second, Terry. The new Astro color is pink. Ooh, what is it? Is it a scrapbook.com exclusive? Because I need to make an order over there too. This is always magic. You could also stamp and emboss, emboss with black embossing powder. I like embossing with clear because it'll make whatever color I stamped with the color of the embossing. Okay. So that embossed line, especially for this puppy, it definitely cleaned it up better. It makes it look very nice. Okay, I have to look. You're just bad. You guys, why you tell me these things? The secret is out. Revealing my new craft product is the name of his live stream. There's 347 people watching. I will never have a stream as big as Simon's. Premium glitter. Oh, he's got glitter cardstock, and part of it is from scrapbook.com because he's showing right now some of that. Tickled Pink. Okay, Tickled Pink Astro Paste is limited time, and it is on scrapbook.com. So I just looked into his supply list, and right now I am popping that into my cart. So, okay, and I will go back and watch more of him. So I'm going to go ahead and do the die cutting with this, and I'm going to try to go ahead and finish this up. It may not be exclusive, but it's limited time, and since it is a scrapbook.com color, it's probably exclusive just to scrapbook.com. It's probably not on the Ranger website. However, I do have scrapbook.com affiliate links if you want to use one of them. Let's go ahead and die cut out our puppies. So we've got die cuts, we've got dies for our puppies, we've got dies for the words, so all the things. And I need to use my magnetic mat so that I don't mess up, especially since I'm kind of now wanting to hurry. Yeah, it's all your fault. Oh, good night. Good. Bye. Words. So Terry Cooper is leaving us. She's got to take Serenity to the dermatologist, and I also never did play this.
Tara Cooper says, message for the Todd. Meow 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 the Todd.
Okay, so Ruth says she did just check the description as well, and it is exclusive and won't be restocked. Yeah, limited time, that's what that one means, absolutely. So I'm using my magnetic mat to help hold these in place. Okay, I don't know what it was that Terry's talking about. She said it's returned. So I don't know what she's talking about. And Ruth is saying, yes, it's the same color as the Tickle Pink that was the Lunar Paste last year. I know, because I've got that one too. That's why I have to have it. So yeah, I need to get that order placed before they run out. Because y'all are crazy people. Okay, Kelly says that she sent me a message on Discord. I will take a look, honey, and get back with you. So thank you for letting me know. I have Discord up most of the time, but it doesn't always tell me things, or maybe it's just that it tells me so much because I'm on so many people's Discords that I don't actually look at it enough. Okay, so now we're going to need a sentiment, but let's take a look at our background. So here's our background. I think I'm going to have that doggy holding the balloon and this one having a hat. Do I need anything else? I could do the mustard bottle and then have a sentiment underneath it. So what sentiment do I want to use? Let's see, in here we do have some scripty things. I think I'm going to do It's Your Birthday, or Hot Dog, It's Your Birthday. And I think I'm going to have it look like the mustard bottle is actually doing the script. I think that's what I want to do. I think I'm going to do Hot Diggity Dog because I think I like that one better. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp those two out. I can grab a scrap for that. That's just so cute. And, well, the thing is I can also cut it smaller. This is kind of, I could also put it on one of these. No, I kind of, still same design, same idea, but do we need to do some white in the middle of it for our puppies? I kind of like this as being the, this one's also smaller. I do like that plaid kind of as the main thing, so I don't know. But I also know the puppies, they pop more on the white. So, any thoughts? I do still need to do the sentiments regardless, but this one's also another shape. Leave the plaid. Y'all like the plaid. Okay, so we're going to do the plaid puppies without this. I'll just trim it smaller. And I'll go ahead and use that piece. Alrighty, so I decided on these two sentiments. It's your birthday and hot diggity dog. Okay, Adeline says she likes it with the white black. And good advice about the embossing. Yes. So I'm going to try to condition these a little bit. You can do them a couple of different ways. You can use I'm just using my fingers this time. We're going to see how it does, but it does look like it's a little bit roughed up. And that's where I'm kind of rubbing off that, that last coating that, that stays during the manufacture. Ooh, what color do I want to do for these stamps though? Well, we got a mustard bottle, so maybe I need to use a yellow. But it's not going to be seen too well. This one may. We're going to try it. I've got enough room here to be able to stamp out a couple of times. So I'm going to try it with Stellar ink with the Slippery When Wet because it's a little bit of a darker yellow. And if it's not visible enough, I will do a different. Oh, plaid plus white back. So undecided, undecided, undecided. See, here's my thought. I could have this ketchup coming out of the mustard bottle. I could do that too. I could also change this into red. I think red is going to show up better. I picked Slippery When Wet for this part because it's going to be the darker of the yellows. Hey Cordelia, how are you doing, honey? But maybe we can do maybe Guppy. Guppy might be dark enough and still look kind of sort of like, I have to do it on the other side. It's kind of sort of like mustard. It'd be a dark mustard. What do you think? Or do I need to change this into a ketchup bottle? Y'all have a thought on that. Well, what I'm wanting is it to write out, it's your birthday. I'm going to stick with the Guppy. We're going to go with it. I'll just know next time not to do mustard in it if I want to use it as that. But I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. So it's what it is. Stephanie says to make it ketchup. I think I'd have to stamp out a new one. I think it's gonna work. It'll work. I think it's close enough. All right. So now I need to die cut those guys out. And then we can put the card together. And yes, I will do it as a giveaway. Assuming tech is nice to me today and continues to work. So far, it's been working fine. And then we can go over and hang out with Simon for the little bit of time that he's still live. He's been on for an hour and a half. Basically the same amount of time as I have. So he's probably getting close. It's your birthday, and I think this one is the Hot Diggity Dog. Looks like it. What did I clean the stamp on? That is the Rub It Scrub It from Ranger. I have 2 of them, and we'll be taking one of those to Texas. It definitely works really well. You can use it, where did I put it? You can use it like this and bend it, but I like to just lay it flat and just scrub the things on it. But it helps to clean my stamps off a lot quicker than me just, you know, letting it sit for a while. Wow, no tape? No, I did not use any tape this time, and I didn't use the... I actually did not use the magnetic mat on that one. I did use the magnetic mat when I was cutting out the puppies. Okay, so let's first trim down our main panel. So here's our plaid panel that we made using the stencil. I do think it's going to work really, really good with using pens, though. I am going to try using it with some gel pens. I think that's going to work out really nice. And let's go with 3 3/4. I know, smaller than normal. 3 3/4 by 5. Stephanie says, I know it's been a while, but how did your father-in-law's operation go? So are you talking to me or someone else? If you're talking to me, it's an ongoing process with him. I need to cut that end. It's an ongoing process with him. He did just have a new 3D prosthetic piece for his throat done, and it's an ongoing thing. They make one, they put it in, they give it a little bit, they replace it. It's a thing. Let me grab a card base to me. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So we can either go this way, and this one is an off-white, or we can go this way. Either way is going to work good. I could put all 3 puppies on here. Maybe. I kind of like it to this way. No, I'm going to go here. Let's see how it looks. And then I kind of want this guy to be holding onto the balloon, and the other one with the... That's what I want. Okay, that's what we're doing. Let's grab out the foam. That apparently is hiding from me. There it is. Because foam is live, I'm going to put that on the back of our panel here. And since you guys do have an idea of what our card's going to look like, and I'm almost done, let's go ahead and give you a chance to pop into... I don't think I fixed the other thing, but... give you a chance to pop into that. Did anybody do the weird stuff on Social Stream Ninja? Did you? No, probably not. I'm gonna still. I think we have a thing? My words are not working. Let me just reset that and we're going to start the giveaway. I don't know if we're going to have the intro or not. The intro did not show up, but you can go ahead and enter the giveaway. So we will be giving this one away. The word I was trying to come up with was Tangia Dungeon. I couldn't remember if we had done a Tangia Dungeon or not. Kelly doesn't know if she's been naughty or nice. That is bugging me, but it's alcohol, so it's not going to pop onto my card. So we're good. I keep thinking I'm going to pick stuff up. Alrighty. And we're doing 1/4 inch this time, so go ahead and put 1/4 inch there. Hey, Chris! So we are giving this card away. If you haven't gotten in on the giveaway yet, you still have time to pop it in. Looks like only 3 people have done it so far. Nobody wants my hot dogs today. I don't understand that one. There we go. Is it just not working? Okay, we're up to 10. That looks better. I was thinking maybe it wasn't working. I'm going to put our hot dogs, and we're going to put the balloon in our hot dog's mouth. After I find my glue. Hey, Carol. There we go. Cute little puppy. So now it looks like he's holding the balloon. We're going to put the little hat, oh, not on this one, on this one. We're going to put the little hat on our other puppy's head. And apparently I lost my tweezers. They're around here somewhere. As I'm working, I wind up with too many additional things on my desk, and that's why I can't find things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put the little hat on. Yeah, and Simon is done. He is off. I have it pulled up over here, and his live stream is over. So I was right. He was doing right about the same time. Well, hello, Blondie. Welcome in. You cannot see this on this background at all. Not at all. I mean, I thought it was a good idea, but you cannot see that. So we will have to change that to ketchup instead of mustard. Yeah, I'll save those for later. And I'm going to have to cut out another thing because you cannot see it at all. Okay, so we're going to go with Love Bomb. Will it fit on this piece, or do I need to get another scrap? I need another scrap. And I need to... I have scraps. Where's my white scraps? Y'all stole my white scraps. There they are. They're on the floor. That's not where they belong. Of Cordelia is on her lunch break. Have to clock back in at 2. Well, get in the giveaway. If you win, I will let you know if you have to leave before we get done. So hopefully I will be done by then. Let me make this a little bit closer together. So we're going to do the hot diggity dog, and that needs to be straight. I am not doing well today. What is wrong with me? Okay. It's Your Birthday and Hot Diggity Dog. And then we will be die cutting those out. And I'm using Love Bomb this time. And the music went away again. I'm going to say it's Jen's fault because everything is Jen's fault. Okay, and then I need the ketchup. It's still on here. It's still on my Misty. Okay, I need to clean this part. Yeah. I'm making a mess. What? What? Was Simply Pink on Scrapbook? Oh, Simon's ink. Words. Sorry. Simon Hurley's new Astro Paste is on scrapbook.com. Actually, oops, that has the plastic on it. Let me get the plastic off. So that's showing me where I need to stamp. So I'm going to put my little piece of scrap under here. And then I'll stamp and emboss that one piece, and then we can color it in. Oh, I can take the plastic off now. Durr. And then I need to clean that off well. Cordelia saying hello to everyone. Oh, you thought I was going to have ketchup coming out of the mustard jar? I just can't do that. I mean, I could and it would be funny, but I can't make myself do that. Do y'all want ketchup coming out of the mustard jar? Is that what y'all want? If that's what you want, I can definitely try it. Cordelia thinks it's funny. Stephanie says yes. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so now these stamps, brand new stamps, they're clean, but they're now stained. Probably because I left them for so long. With a pigment ink on top. If it was a Simon ink, it probably wouldn't have been so much. Although I have seen that it doesn't matter. Black ones. Cordelia says, no mixing up the jars. Oh, I need to emboss that real quick before I run out of... before it dries. And it shouldn't take long to do that coloring anyway. Do want to make sure, well, I think that's fine. Yeah, I can see the shiny, so that's good. But to make sure that I don't accidentally get ink on my hands in case I did not do the rest, I'm cutting off the rest of this part that is stamped on there before I try to color this, because I would get stuff all over my hands. Yeah, even Black Widow stains your stamps. I don't mind about that, though. If you use them, they don't stay looking like new. I know, right? I do try to keep my stuff looking as new as I can for as long as I can, but yeah, there's some stamps that it's like I can tell which ones I use a lot. My Catherine Pooler one that I do for signing the sentiments, yeah, that one is black now. It's been used so many times on so many cards that, yeah, it is definitely black. This one is lipstick red. It's a different red. And this one is bright red. That's the one we did before, I think. Lipstick red does look kind of bright. This one probably looks a little bit, this one actually looks darker. So I'm going to use lipstick red as the center, and I'm going to use bright red as the edges. To give it that little bit of depth and make it look a bit rounded. All right, so this one's almost done. Cordelia says, always clean my supplies. Absolutely. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I don't clean them quite as fast as I should, but before I put anything away, it does get cleaned. Okay, so now I've got a mustard one that I can use on a different card. I have to clean that off before I get ink all over myself. And now I can die cut out these little guys.
It's delicious, Auntie Cootie.
I did try to let y'all go see Simon. I did really try.
Thanks, Auntie Cootie.
I'll have to go back and watch the replay too. Okay, so we have our little mustard bottle, our ketchup bottle. And this one is happy birthday. This one is it's your birthday. And then hot diggity dog. Okay, what did y'all do? It looks like somebody did something to make my stuff go away. I think we're gonna have to reset the, it looks like for whatever reason, things got reset again. Let's reset the giveaway, because then now y'all need to get back in there again. Dang it. Where's my thing? Okay, we're gonna do it again. Because it all resets. So if you want to win our little hot diggity dog birthday card, type into the chat !join. I don't know what happened. I think y'all did something. It's got to be your fault. I don't know. Stephanie wants the card, especially since I'm actually fixing the ketchup bottle, right? Yeah, I think that if the background had not had so much orange in it, the other sentiment probably would have worked well. I would just have had to have the background a darker color. It's your birthday. I think I like that. Okay, we're going to put some foam behind all of our characters and behind the sentiments, and then this card is going to be done. Tech Gremlins! 10 people in the giveaway if you want to win this one. And you said it before. You joined before, but if you are not joined now, you do need to redo that because Tech decided to be a pain in the butt and not work. It decided to reset. So type !join in the chat for your chance to win our Hot Diggity Dog card. Okay, let's see. I need to put some on here. That might be too thick. 11 people in the drawing. We did have around 20. Somebody hasn't said anything. Cutting these very, very narrow to go behind that scripty sentiment. Oh, thank you so much, Idolite. Idolite says to give me a thumbs up. I only want you to give me a thumbs up if you like being here and like hanging out. If you don't, go ahead and give me a thumbs down, and that'll tell me that as well. Ruth, don't do it just to be mean. Okay, let's go ahead and put 21 people and only 13 thumbs up. What? We only have 11. You cracked your glasses. What, Kelly? We only have 11 people in the giveaway. So apparently out of the 13, 11 people want the card and the other 2 do not. The other 2. Or they already left. I know that Terry Cooper said that she had to go take care of Serenity and doctors and things. Kelly, how did you crack your glasses and why? I need another little piece of foam to go behind the little hat. I almost forgot to do that. There we go. I just noted that something dirty and went to clean them and poof. Well, that sucks. How can you see the cute little things if you don't have your glasses? That sucks. Okay, so we have It's Your Birthday. I think I'm going to have it over a little bit and going over the balloon just a touch because I also want to have room for my ketchup bottle. Like right about there. That'll be perfect. Let me add a little bit of foam to it. I'm going to cut off part of it. Well, it depends on what part of her glasses broke. You've only had them a week. Well, at least with that, you can take them back. Usually you can get them replaced if it's that quick. And taping them together with duct tape, you can, but it really depends on what part's broken. Like if it's the glass that's broken, that's not good. think I'm going to put a little bit of foam and just cut it at the edge of the cardstock so it's coming onto that back panel. That'll work. Cutie patootie little puppies. So I folded the foam in half over itself, so now I have a piece of double thick foam. And then I'm going to slide it right down up against the edge there. Right about there. And then I can just trim the edge there. Hey Anfield, we are getting done, hun. So I would say go ahead and type into chat, type into chat ! Join if you'd like to win our little puppy, because that's all we've got left to do. I'm finishing up the card, and we are about to give this little guy away. And as soon as I get done, I am going to go ahead and do the drawing. I think this turned out so cute. So yeah, be sure to type into the chat ! Join to get in on the giveaway. And since I have them out, because this is what I was playing with yesterday, I was using this confetti when we were doing our confetti flinger cards. And see, I still have some left in here. This stuff is like 5 years old or something. It is old. I think I want to put some little hearts on here too. There we go. That is done. We are done with our card for today. I'm sorry about those folks that were in the giveaway that when we had to reset it. Again, if you have not already typed into the chat ! Join, go ahead and do it now, because we're about to do the giveaway and it did reset. So your name might not be in there. Okay? Just letting you know. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. We are at 12 people in the giveaway, so let's go ahead and do our drum roll. And winner of our It's Your Birthday Hot Diggity Dog card is going to be Miss Kelly. Kelly gets this one, even though her glasses aren't working. Okay, so that's going to go out to Miss Kelly. Here is the form, hun, so you can go ahead and fill that out for me. And then thank you guys again for coming and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here all the time. We'll be back on Monday. I don't know what I'm working on Monday yet. There must be a delay. There must be a delay because that was late. Scared the hell out of you, Kelly. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, you guys have a wonderful day. I will and have a great weekend. I will see you guys again on Monday. Let's do our roll credits to say thank you to all of my supporters, YouTube members, Twitch subs, all you guys for coming in here and hanging out with me every day. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for keeping me entertained. And I will see you guys on Monday. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.